A moment ago, here was the scene where the Cowboys are emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington football team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. On first down, Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off. You guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On play action, now Brady.
Damn, he wide open.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Myers. And they're going to have first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I see it on there.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jared McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw is Brady. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. The return here will go to the 31-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's not going anywhere to start tonight. They started him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Hayden. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to face a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
One safety high.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
Good ball play.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Hayden. And this will be caught by Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
You got too high, B.
Looking to throw. Hayden. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the... And all deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Oh, a costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He gonna run that.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Hey, that food red, I forgot to tell you. Ah, okay.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Brady. Complete to Myers, the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Let's go
When
be
you get
deep.
a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Yeah, last time
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ and Logan. Good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Underneath, Rob. Underneath.
From midfield, here's Brady. Flushed out right. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The Cowboys are keeping their offense on the field.
Now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now they try the right side here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
All right, defense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
Yeah.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look in the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused failure. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
On 1st and 10, Hayden. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards to pick up there. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
To throw on 2nd down, Hayden. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Neville Gallimore. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Lewis.
You going for it?
Takes this one back into the end zone. The Cowboy defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. They'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Come on, man.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Open man is Samuel, complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw on second down. Hayden. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hayden. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
In the pocket.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Second interception for him down here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it.
No, sir.
When you haven't done
it, got his man complete.
Come on, man.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So Washington in a good spot. They got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one. As he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Hayden. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Hayden slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
Oh, it's time to give him credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Hopkins' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Hey, roll 66.
To throw again on second down. Brady, he'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down carry by Elliott.
Hey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A first down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this week, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Brady. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And the defense loses it. It's complete. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the air. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline connects on the extra point. And we're tying the game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hayden. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off play action. Hayden. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
10 people.
I would think that they would, because if they were...
Look at this shit. That's all me.
It's caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting. Now Zerline on to add the extra point.
That's all you gonna do now, guys.
They will take a 7-point lead now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw on 2nd down, Hayden. And he will go down. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Nice catch, boy.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Avoids him at the 40, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Balls in the chat.
Washington on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Hayden. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll contain it at just 4. 2nd down.
Going deep. Going deep.
Brady now to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Myers got it, complete, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up the key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Montez Sweat able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. The drive starts with a completion left side. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Looking to throw on second down. Hayden. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. From the gun on third down. Hayden. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores. They have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been the loss there, their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Come on, let's go pick.
Second down pass play here, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Hayden. He's got it at the 15. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. But there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Why are you kicking like that?
Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
All right, guys. He might run it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And some space here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final, that should just about seal it. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
But I got 5 people off in the defense.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. They'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Oh, it's taking me. Nah.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Dallas, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy